You ever done anything dumb? I did just now.
Can you guys see that smoke?
I have. I'm the one. I've done dumb things. Let me share that with you.
Our chief engineer spends most of his time in his machine shop, testing his automats over and over again.
Hey there. Good morning. Having a cup of coffee out here in the shop. Trying to get off the energy drinks. Going back to the coffee. Which is odd because coffee is the way that I got hooked on caffeine in the first place. I'm like downgrading. It's like stop doing black tar heroin and taking up meth. Anyways. Weirdest part about going back to coffee is going from a cold energy drink to a hot energy drink. I don't know. Anyways, what we're doing today. We're getting back on the Falcon. Falcon's together. It's road worthy. It's ready to go. There's a couple things that I need to do. I still got a header that's smashing up and rattling against the frame rail. I'm gonna sort that. And I have a leaking brake line. And I need to finish putting the interior in. I got the seats out because I had to do the back panels. And oh, that reminds me, I got one speaker that's not working for whatever reason. So I'm gonna give some attention to that. And then we're gonna drive this thing. We're gonna do a drive-in video. We're gonna get some impressions on it and see how we like what we've made and what we don't like about it. I already know there's gonna be a few things I don't like about the way the car's set up. But that's what we're gonna do today. So let's move these cars. We'll get the Falcon racked. Don't forget, boys and girls, if you're not caffeinated, you're one step closer to being an intravenous drug user. It's like 80 in October. It's Halloween today. It's October 31st. Taking kids trick-or-treating here in a little bit. Meanwhile, it's 80 degrees. It's gross. All right. Let me show you how nice it starts. A little pump there. Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. Too good. Cold. It's cold and it might need a jet adjustment. Overall small this car is than that Camaro. It's such a huge difference. I never really noticed it until I put it on the rack, and that Camaro like almost hangs off the rack on both sides. It's wild. Good oils, good temperatures, good voltages, good AFRs. Pretty good. Let's see if the AC. AC's cold. Man. What else you want? I mean, really. All right. What else do you want? Okay, we got a couple things right away that needs to happen here. First thing right away that needs to happen is, whoops, I need to pull that header because down there the header is hitting the body there, so I'm gonna have to smash that around a little bit somehow, some way. And that brake line right there will not stop leaking, so I'm gonna have to do something about it. You like my little heat shield there? That's an old Alabama license plate. Look. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. I got to get that done. we're gonna go back up. I'm gonna do that V-band clamp first. That way I just don't have to keep going up and down, up and down. Know what I mean? Alright. Alright, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know I love these V-band clamps. Stop moving. I love these V-band clamps. These are actually from Evil Energy. They're the best ones I've used. I've actually got a promo code going right now, RA10, RA10 on their website. We'll get you 10% off of any of their stuff, actually. But I'm saying go ahead and get you some of these if you don't have them. Reason number one, these are awesome, is it makes your exhaust system modular. If you break a transmission, 4 bolts, your exhaust is out of the way. So much easier than doing it the old-fashioned way. So that's why I use them all. And if you're gonna use these, lubricate that bolt. It's stainless. Stainless gets gummy. You're gonna want to lubricate that. Thought the heat was done for the year, so I turned the air off and come out here today and turn it back on. Ow. A little bit warm. I mean, come on, dude. That's done. It's done. That's all you got to do. So now we'll go up top and get everything unhooked up there. And yeah, you can see where this header is smashing. Hang on, let me show you. You can see where this header is hitting, and it's vibrating, and I don't like it. It bugs me. So we'll drop it down and get that header. I'm gonna have to pull those plugs and stuff, which is cool. We gotta check the plugs anyways. So another bug, dude. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Release. Weird part is now I have a hood on this car, and because of that, it's like 10 times harder to work on the engine. I mean, that makes sense, right? Ow! Why is that one so hot? And really, the only reason I'm pulling these plugs is so I don't break them. Oh man, those don't look great. I mean, it only ran on the choke this morning, so I get it. This is so nice not having shock towers in here. I mean, not terrible. It's definitely rich. But I got that wideband on there, so I know where it's running. What up, dude?
Mom wants us to play outside, but I don't want to hang with you.
You can hang in here. Where is it? Are all the other kids outside? You can come in here. But leave the big door closed because I got the air on.
Oh, you mean like this one?
Yeah, leave that one closed. Close the other door too.
Mom's making bins in.
Yeah, because Grandma and Grandpa are coming over.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna ask the expert here, Asher.
Oh, yeah.
So, what are these things?
Sparkle bugs.
Spark plugs. Okay. Yeah, they're a little warm. I want you to take the look there. How does that look to you? Does that look like it's running good? Is it running? What's wrong? Oh no.
What is it?
Nothing.
Oh, it's just.
Tell me how you think it's running. Is it running here? Hold the plug. Hold it by the white part. It's not hot. Don't drop it because it'll break. Tell me how you. Tell the camera. Tell the good people how you think it's running? What's your expert opinion based on the condition of the spark plug? Is it running rich? Is it running lean? Or is it running Gucci?
Running rich.
Running rich. I agree with that. It's running just a little bit rich.
Just a little bit
Just
rich.
a little bit rich. We can fix that though, right?
Yeah. Okay, Dad, can I hold it?
You can hold it in a second. But here, let me ask you this. What's your favorite thing about this car?
The way of what it looks like.
Wait, stop right there. The way what it looks like. The way what it looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, the favorite thing about the car is like it has these lights and a really nice engine.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like the way it sounds?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Looking good.
Looking good. All right. We've got it loose from up front. See these, you see what I'm saying? Let's see here now. That sucker. This actually might be easier to take out through the top. Yeah, let's go back down and we'll take it out to the top. Just put it up. All right. Yeah, that's actually the way to do it. Okay, yeah, like clearly there's a rub. That's good. All right, now we'll go back up, see about clearance in that spot. All right, so you can see where it was hitting right here. So we're gonna clean this up, and man, we get some brake fluid everywhere too. So we'll clean this up in here, and then we'll get the hammer on it and clearance this area out a little bit. All right, we're gonna get our precision clearancing tool. This is it. This is the tool. Yikes. Here's what we got. It's not pretty. It needs some paint, but that should clearance it out. You can see it's dipped in, and I trimmed this little tab here that was sticking out, so that should work. So we're gonna go up top now, and we're gonna remove that brake line and get that done as well. All right, guys, it's like 2 days later because that's how this situation works. You get to it when you can. Let's see where we're at. Okay, damn. Look at that son of a gun. So what we need to do now is we need to pull that brake line. So we will do that. Shit. All right, let's take a look at this brake line I pulled off of here and see if we can see any reasons why it might have been leaking. Okay. Let's do it over the garbage can. Okay. No. I cannot see any reason why it would have been leaking. The flares look good. The nuts look good. I don't know. I guess I'll remake it and see if the next one leaks. It's kind of strange. Okay, we got the line replaced. It's put back in there, and I had Dad over, and he helped me bleed the brakes. So we got the brakes bled. I'm gonna put the header back on. We're gonna see how it fits, and then we'll, I guess, put spark plugs back in and see what else we need before we can start driving it. The brakes do feel a little weird. It's probably because the master cylinder is for four-wheel discs, and I got drums on the back still. It's like a $300 expenditure to put discs on the back, and I just haven't done it. So I need to get that done. But, all right, let's put the header on. All right, last bit is putting all this back together, and that'll be done. Let's see, do we have room now? Oh yeah, we actually have good space in there. Perfect. Cool. One less thing to vibrate for sure. That is leaking. Everything is leaking. Damn. Okay. Yeah, looks like radiator hose. Looks like that radiator hose is leaking. The oil pump pickup, or the oil pump feed for the sending unit, has got a little bit of seepage. A little bit of power steering leak. A little bit of oil leak. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you get these things, you just put it together, you're gonna get this kind of stuff. It's fine. Cool, now we gotta put some interior stuff back together, and I've got a speaker that's not working. We'll look at that too. And I guess just drive it. I tried to run all these lines in a manner that would leave everything kind of accessible, like so I could still service the valve covers and everything. Yeah, it worked. Here's the reason that it blows oil out of this hole all the time. It just loads up on the bottom side of the cap here, and then it'll just dump down. There's no baffles in there, so it's just throwing, the rocker arms are just throwing oil right up on it. So I need to fabricate something and put it in there. That shouldn't be too hard at all. So I'll cut some steel, I'll transfer that pattern, cut some steel, and then figure out how I want to do that. If I want to like thread those holes and like Loctite something in there or what, we'll figure it out. My wife asked me the other day, why do you keep all those license plates? Because it's good for stuff like this. $25. It's gonna work. I gotta figure out how I want to put that in there. Okay, here's what we came up with. I got some 1024 screws and I shortened them on the lathe because these lugs weren't long enough. I ended up tapping those 1024, came up with this plate. right there. That's the old license plate. And then what we'll do is we'll just soak them down in cleaner, get everything real clean, blow it out. And I'm talking as clean as we can get it because I really want that Loctite to set up. And that's what we're gonna use, Loctite. And then I'm thinking I might do like some JB Weld over the head of it just for extra security. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might, safety wire would be a good idea. I might be going too far. But also I don't think I have any 1024 hex bolts. You can look, but Loctite should be fine. So I think that's the route I'm gonna go. I don't need to overcomplicate everything. That's the reason this car right there has taken almost 15 years for me, is because I've built several other cars in that time, but I just wanted this thing to be perfect because it was my grandpa's car probably, and it just slowed me down. So I'm in the mindset of just getting it done. So we're gonna go with what we got and call it good. Valve cover is done. Here it is. I'm gonna give it a little bit to set up before I put it on the engine, but it's wrapped up. So I think the next thing I need to do, see the first one's back on. Look real nice. Oh, that's the jewelry. Sorry. I gotta put the back seat back in the car. So that's the bottom part. I need to put the back in first. I'll pull that out and then we'll put the back. I gotta clean it. Put the back in, screws, and move forward with getting this. And then I gotta do something with that. That's the shift boot. I gotta figure out how I want to mount that. Managed to get the seats in. Putting the front seats in this car is a real pain in the butt. I gotta clean my tools up, but this car hasn't had the full interior in it for, I don't know, well, let me look. Since 2017, so. Man, moving right along. All right, we're gonna wait for that other valve cover to set up, the epoxy. We'll put that on. We have some linkage, some throttle linkage stuff to do. I gotta put the plate on, license plate. And I think there was something else. I'll have to check. I can't remember, remind me. I don't know. Can you guys see that smoke? You ever done anything dumb? I did just now. I have. I'm the one. I've done dumb things. Let me share that with you. I just finished installing the seat belts in the car. Looks great. No problems. Everything went fine with the belt installation. So, just out of habit, I like to run this car. A couple pumps on the gas. Set the choke up on the fast idle cam. Oof, lit right off. One problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit of engine oil down there. Yeah, that's what I did. Dude, I can't believe I did that. I can. I'm a little bit absent-minded these days. Got 8 million things going on, but no big deal. I mean, just a little bit of cleanup, but damn, what a mess. You know, guys, one of my most cherished memories is doing this kind of stuff with my dad when I was a kid. And by a kid, I mean 14. It's kind of when we started working on cars and stuff together. And I learned so much during that time. I'm not even talking about what I learned about cars. Just the time in the shop with a strong male role model, and like how important that was. I mean, at the time I didn't know this, you know, but Now I do. Being a dad myself, and my kids do spend time out here. I just try and keep them off camera. But just having a dad that shows up and has interest in you as a human, man. There's a lot of kids that don't have that. And, I didn't really get to know my dad until I was about 14. I ended up living with him. But before that, it was like a summers and holidays kind of situation. But I'm so thankful for those times. And he did a lot for me, just building my confidence. I was kind of run down as a young man as far as confidence goes. It's amazing what one man can do for another man, even a little man. So without getting too far into it, that's not the point of my channel. But just be there. If you know a dude, a young man, he doesn't even need to be your son, but if you know a young man that needs that, it would mean the world. It could mean the world of a difference to a young man if you were there. So don't ever underestimate your importance in somebody else's life. That's all I'm getting at. Okay, the underside of the car is wrapped up. Seatbelt bolts and then seats are bolted. Seatbelt bolts, seats. Cleaned up my massive oil leak from starting it without the valve cover on because I'm low intelligence. That's me. Under here looks good. Oh, I have that's right. There's one more thing over here that I need to do. I need to hook up the... Is that leaking? No. No. I need to hook up the fuel sending unit. So let's make up a lead for that real quick. I could be not lazy and go get the wire strippers, but they're way over there. All right, let's see if we get anything on that. Oh, very low. But it is getting a reading. Okay, we are almost there. I'm just gonna do a last nut and bolt check on everything, like the steering and all that stuff, just to make sure I didn't forget anything, and I don't want to find it the hard way. So let me get under here with what I need. I have a little bit of seepage. Okay, uppers and lowers over here are tight and pinned. Steering's tight and pinned. Brakes tight and no leaking. I must have ran over some dog shit. Everything looks good. Okay. Underside looks good. Forgot to put this. I forgot to put the return spring back on the carburetor, so pop the hood, do that real quick. I mentioned I'm nervous about this. I'm pretty nervous about this. It's gonna be fine. Okay. All right, now all that's left is to bump the key. I'm gonna let it warm up before I take it out. Yeah. Oh, I've got that side view mirror to adjust. One more thing. My side view is out to lunch. Let's adjust that real quick. Way too big. I haven't had this thing registered in Alabama ever, so I had to go do that. It's kind of an interesting process. They had to verify the VIN, even though I had a title, which Alabama does because they do not title cars older than 25 years for whatever reason. So sheriff's deputy had to come out and look at the car. He didn't know where the VIN was, so I had to tell him, which is interesting because like this whole process is supposed to like you know, be preventative for like you know, fraud purposes, but he doesn't know where it was. And there's one underneath the fender of the car, and he's like, where's the VIN? And I said, well, there's a door tag, and the Falcons have one on a pillar that goes from the shock tower to the firewall, but there's no shock towers in this car, so I cut it out, and that VIN is gone. The only other one is on the apron, which is covered by the fender. And I told him that. He's like, oh no, we're not taking the fender off. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So he just used the door tag, which on the door tag it says that this tag is not used for identification purposes. It's for warranty purposes. And he didn't seem to mind. I guess he felt I was on the up and up. Damn. Okay. Oh gosh, she looks good. She looks so good. Seatbelts, let's turn the air conditioning on because we have that option. Seatbelts. Oh, that feels good. All right. All right. Let's go. 50 pounds of oil pressure. Temps up at 150. So it hasn't come on yet. Oh, no rattling. That header rattle is gone. Running good. Running real good. Just do a couple laps around the driveway real quick because I'm nervous to take it out on the road. But it should be fine, right? Just go for it. I've pushed cars further. Okay. Ooh, super responsive on the steering. That's nice. This is the first time I've driven this car with this front end, like ever, period. How we looking? Things looking pretty good. Something off of idle, but dude, it's going straight down the road. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's super twitchy. Okay, so I probably got some toe adjustments to do. Very twitchy. Very twitchy. Something smells hot. So much fun. Oh. Man. Staying at 180. Fuel pressure's at 40. I think I did it. brakes actually feel really nice. I was kind of worried about them. It's all manual. I had some help from a buddy online sizing the right master cylinder. Works wonderful. If you're wondering why I'm taking it easy on this motor, it's brand new. I just built it like in the last 5 years, but it's got no miles on it. So I'm taking it easy on everything. How's temperature? 185. Looking real nice. Oil pressure staying right at 50 under load. AFRs are a touch lean. Let's get into the main jets here. Yeah, it's a touch lean. I gotta fatten those up. I'm at 12. Yeah, 12, 5 to 1 in the mains. So. Just a touch lean. We're gonna have to adjust that. Yeah, it goes real lean once you get into it. All right, so we'll stay out of it. It's gonna need a main jet or a power valve adjustment. You guys, I did it, man. I freaking did it. Okay. Literal goosebumps right now. I got goosebumps. I got freaking air conditioning, dude. I'm doing this all with the air conditioning on. Temps at 185. It's creeping up a little bit. But, man. Wow. Ooh. A little run on there. So it maybe have a little bit too much timing into it. Oh. Ah. I forgot to, look. I'm gonna put a towel down there. I forgot to port the AC drain outside, and it just dumped a bunch of water on the floor. So, whew. It feels so good, so dang good. So we're gonna call that a video. Initial driving impressions on the '63 Falcon Sprint complete. It's amazing, slightly emotional. A big deal to me. There are a few things that showed up that I'm gonna have to address. The coilover on the passenger side settled a little bit. The spring settled. There's new springs. They're gonna settle, and it's like rubbing on everything. Look, it's way too low. It's hard to turn. It's so low. Anyways, we got to fix that. A few other minor things here and there. I gotta port the water drain for the AC outside the car. You know, that's a must. But overall, she stops, she goes. There's a little bit of a vibration as you get faster. I got to figure out what's going on with that, but minor stuff, guys. Really, really in love with this car. It's been a long time coming for me. I've probably about 13 years, so this is kind of a big deal to me. Anyways, thanks for being part of it. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and man, lots more to come with this car. Lots of exciting content, hopefully. So anyways, guys, as always, thank you for coming around. We'll see you.